Hey guys, what's going on? ThirdStreet Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
I'm James.
Malachi.
I'm Tom.
We're back with Archer, Season 10, Episode 4. Guys, go check out our post-talk from the last episode. We do talk a lot about it, but we had a space armadillo laying eggs, making everyone's kind of deepest desires come true. Although,
Veiny eggs that look like testicles.
Like
Yeah.
nuts.
what's interesting, we talk about deepest desire as an impulse of something you would do, but for cases like Ray and Cyril, it allowed them to be like versions of themselves that they want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is almost like a different thing, if you ask me.
Yeah, Pam. Yeah, Pam stepped up and gave some orders.
Yeah, but how does it make you competent? Unless you're just always competent, and either you're getting suppressed by the system, or I don't know.
Well, they mentioned something about it removing some sort of mental block.
Yeah.
So maybe Pam is always that way, and that egg just removed that.
Yeah.
You know.
What's funny is Ray isn't good at the thing he wants to do.
Oh, he's terrible.
Yeah, he just has a mental block.
Yeah,
You know?
he's terrible.
It'd be funny if he was making like really good music or something like
All
that.
of a sudden does like Mozart type stuff. And,
Yeah.
But
Like what they should have done was make him do the music that he's doing in this episode, in the last episode. Like he does that all the time, and then he takes the egg and then he does the Mozart type stuff. So there's like this greater leap step forward.
Progression.
This big
I want to
progression.
see a little more involvement with Ray.
Yeah, me too. I love Ray so much, but we are getting a lot of... last episode we got a lot of time with the characters. It was just a character episode. But yeah, they threw that armadillo out in space and killed Brett, unfortunately.
Poor Benedict.
Yeah. Guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, check out our Patreon, link below, to see our full-length uncut reactions. Let's jump in. Hey, thanks for coming to our Patreon, guys, to watch our full-length uncut reaction for Archer, Season 10, Episode 4. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, turn it up. Fuck. 3, 2, 1, go.
I like how it specifies lazily.
She gets shot down?
God damn it, Cheryl, are you gonna shoot this goddamn thing or what?
Well, it's hard
I thought she was burnt down.
without
Oh,
or what? I'm trying. I can't get any power.
the big space snail.
That thing
That's god awful.
disturbs me.
They have both male and female reproductive organs so they can inseminate and be inseminated.
Cyril's definitely been to those kind of parties.
Oh, zinger.
Hell is going on with the power supply.
God damn it! Something must be depleting power from the ship. Did someone leave the fan on in the bathroom again?
What is with all the banging and the shouting? Are we hosting a quinceanera?
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was neat.
Oh shit!
What if they go inside?
Oh, this is gonna be like...
She wants to get him back.
I left my purse in there.
It's like a Sarlacc pit monster looking mouth.
Oh, that sucks. Yes.
Yelling at people a lot.
You got us into this mess.
Hey, let's not point fingers, especially yours, Lana. Those things are like cricket bats.
Who am I? Artemisia? First of Caria? You know what I mean.
Oh,
Man.
dear God.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
My name is Glenda Price, captain of the starship Tristan of Corellia.
Corellia.
I also commanded.
He just said that, didn't he?
But they work for you.
Anyhow, then as they died, we'd eat them.
Smart.
Unfortunately, there's no way out of here. We'll slowly be digested over
100 years? That's like forever.
Nobody lives that long, idiot.
You definitely won't if you don't keep your mouth shut.
Currently food.
But you know me. Always glass half full. Ta-da!
Can't she just float out of here? And then go...
Probably.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
good
Pro,
question.
all my stuff is on board, including that kick-ass purse that has metal studs on the bottom so it doesn't touch gross restaurant floors. I'm gonna have to keep... Is that you? Voice in my head? You sound so much older and drunker.
Look at the screen, you glue-eating pinhead. Listen to me.
Oh, thanks.
What do you mean, no thanks?
I'm probably just better off leaving and starting a new life. Hey, you wanna come? Gals trip!
Absolutely not. Now listen to me. We are flying back down there and...
I'm not my space supervisor!
That's just a reoccurring joke that never makes you laugh.
She's been through a lot. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two from her.
Oh, from the woman who got her ship eaten and her whole crew killed?
That's still more than you've ever accomplished. Keep her company.
I love shit on Cyril.
Cyril, right?
Krieger?
Still looking for the source of the power loss. Seems like it's been getting sucked all night.
Space phrasing, all right. Find it. And
Phrasing.
use it once this thing pukes us out.
Don't worry, my child. Daddy's here.
Krieger's such a weirdo.
What was that bullshit? Oh, come on.
Or, you know, whatever Pam has. I hesitate to call that thing a dick.
It's more like a garbage claw.
Oh.
That entire sentence, and it was excruciating.
Up top. Holy shit.
Oh no.
These must be the suicidal crew members Price was talking about.
You ever hear about someone committing suicide by bludgeoning themselves in the back of the head?
She's crazy.
I knew it, man.
Damn.
Okay, now get back to the ship. Hey, what's that?
Ugh, some sort of parasite.
Like white blood cell.
Digestive system.
Yeah, I get those sometimes if I've been nosing through the trash.
That looks like that thing off of Doom.
Remember me saying something about
Yeah.
not wanting things to get worse? Think of a plan.
She said while both talking and not coming up with a plan.
Archer!
Wait, I just came up with a plan. It's kind of complex.
Shoot him.
Run!
Oh my gosh.
That's
I never looked back. And because of my heroism, they made a holiday in my honor. I mean, not a bank holiday, but still. A captain cares about her crew more than herself. That's the captain's code.
Well, okay, if it's the captain's code.
This voice, dude.
We could run this galaxy! Ooh, let's play our pirate outfits!
And it turns out everyone did know it was my birthday, and I skipped it just to hurt my feelings. This time I've never got a place in the bottle.
Wow.
dude.
He's gonna be gone.
I didn't mean to kill you. Murder! Murder! No, no, shh, no. Stupid head!
Holy shit.
Figured out the power problem.
Okay.
Is the dehydrated milk up here somewhere? What the hell are you doing?
Killing myself.
Why, other than the obvious?
A dirty mutineer.
What is going on?
Freaking religious fanatic.
Then maybe something like, all my love, Cyril. P.S. Please eat me.
Yeah.
No, she's just cannibalism. She looks.
Oh well. Looks like we have a dirty traitor in our midst. I think you know what to do, Cyril.
I'm talking about these crazy.
What the hell is this?
Then I'm gonna kill myself.
Then they want us to eat them.
Smart.
I think we all learned a valuable lesson from that we wouldn't have known otherwise, and now we know.
Those things are terrible.
I've been successfully
Blow out of here. Cyril, stop trying to kill yourself.
Aw, Archer.
Help Krieger ready the boosters, then kill yourself if you want. Then you're coming with me and Sam back to the ship to show us where the fuel rods are. Then we hook them up and get the hell out.
So you're just gonna let Price get off?
How does he stay alive with all these parasites?
Yeah, plus I think we saw a tumor.
You seem so young, too.
Ugh.
Come on, I was about to do my finishing move.
Eat it.
I don't trust this. Crazy.
What is it?
When we transfer power between the ships, the Seamus will immediately shoot out of this thing.
Hopefully through its mouth and not...
They can't get there in time.
Over?
Well,
Wait, what's that? I can barely hear you. Price should stay back?
I didn't hear anything.
Unanimous vote, you say? Well, looks like the people have spoken.
At statues in my honor. But no, that's serving my fellow man. It was my privilege. Get out of here. Captain's orders.
Forgot to record. Sorry, guys.
That's what I was thinking was gonna happen.
Magnets are still my favorite!
I hope this thing chews you like gum, you crazy bitch.
Krieger, are you ready to go? Fly away, you idiot! Fly away!
Stop yelling at me!
How could she just get out?
Oh.
I don't know.
Is it just me, or is this literally the best tea in the entire galaxy?
That's probably the opium talking.
Worked out for everybody.
So, you gonna upload Price's farewells so the entire galaxy can hear it?
Are you kidding me? I wasn't recording that.
Wait, what? What about your promise? Wow, you really are an asshole.
Oh, I'm the asshole. Lana, that lady ate people. Hey, I could really go for a Moscow Moose. You want one?
Alright. Jillian Bell. Full length, see it back at YouTube channel for the discussion. Guest star Jillian Bell. Do you guys know who that is?
Jillian Bell.
No clue.
Bell.
No idea.
Nope, never heard of her. Probably an extra.
I've seen her. Yeah, I've seen her in. Yeah, she's been in a few movies, and yeah, she looks familiar. 22 Jump Street. I think that's what I've seen her in, actually. Man, those movies are hilarious.
She had a good cartoon voice.
Yeah, she did. I actually really loved the episode a lot. I didn't love like the last 30 seconds of it.
So we've seen this before, right? Interstellar, where Matt Damon's character kind of goes cuckoo for being out there for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of Armageddon, where Stevie Buscemi's character, he was like riding the nuclear warhead, and Captain Sharp was like, "Get off the nuclear warhead." I remember at your house we used to watch it all the time on VHS.
Yeah,
that's such a good movie. Yeah, I gotta take Malachi to that because I think that is just such a good movie. Yeah. Anyways, no, I really like that episode a lot. It uses some sci-fi tropes that I like a lot. I mean, first of all, what's it called, a Zarglorp, pretty terrifying thing. It's pretty much like a space sarlacc, which is a creature in Star Wars that essentially the way it's introduced is like this big mouth in the desert, and then people get thrown in there, and it literally shoves these little barbs into you and keeps you consciously alive for thousands of years ago. Like it keeps you alive somehow, way past your actual time limit, and you're like mentally connected to this thing too, and you're being horrifyingly in a state of torture for thousands of years.
I don't like it.
Sounds horrific.
I'm trying to think of something worse off the top of my head.
Nothing.
Rape.
You can't say it. You can't say grape. Cut out the R.
Grape.
Yeah.
We thought it killed Boba Fett, but then he came out, so.
Yeah, you're right.
He's probably the only person to ever do it.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. So, it's a pretty horrifying, one of the most horrifying things I think in George's universe is definitely the Sarlacc pit.
Why would he even come up with that?
He wanted, the idea of,
Induce fear.
I mean,
Terror.
Return of the Jedi, like that potentially happening, you got to have high stakes. If they're just putting you in jail, like, you know what I mean? But, I would have been making sure I'd be killing myself before I go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going just...
Better than going in there. Yep.
Yeah.
She called her a glue-eating pinhead.
Yeah, and what's funny is I kind of forgot about the glue thing because I don't think it occurred last couple seasons.
Not that I remember.
Because, first of all, we had that noir setting. I don't think she did the glue thing. And Cheryl, she's presented to be slightly different at first. And then in the last season, she wasn't sniffing glue or eating glue or anything like that.
That's shit's so strong. Like, how could you really sit there and sniff that stuff?
I mean,
Crazy.
people did for...
Yeah, I remember people going to school.
Elmer's glue?
No, like the shit she had.
Cement.
The cement stuff, yeah.
So this Zarglorp thing, are we expected to believe that it doesn't look like it's terribly fast or really moves other than its tentacles? It just kind of float around in space, just scavenging whatever it can find to eat?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought about those things like vacuum surviving like organisms, which like we've never seen anything like that, or it's always in science fiction.
Something out there. Something out there.
I can't remember what they're called, but in Empire Strikes Back, there's things in the asteroid that the Empire actually, I'm sorry, the Millennium Falcon is actually in the mouth of one and didn't know it. And space whales, which you guys haven't seen, but they are in Rebels and in Ahsoka, and they can do faster than light. They can do not FTL, but they can do light speed. There's these creatures that can do light speed, and the idea is like 50,000 years ago, when in the Star Wars galaxy, when technology was still developing, they observed these space whales, and they were able to replicate the method into turning it into a hyperdrive. So I thought it's pretty cool. Yeah. And she also is from Corellia, which is where Han Solo's from.
Price.
Yeah, Price. Yeah, which is
she
like
was
it's
super
basically
annoying.
it's like Detroit. So if you watch the movie Solo, like the whole planet, it's like they manufacture ships. It's literally made to look like Detroit.
Do you guys know anybody like Price who like brags all the time about their accomplishments? Or embellishes.
I don't think I embellish.
No, not you.
Yeah.
I ran the 40 meter.
Not you. I wasn't thinking about you.
55.
55.
Oh yeah, okay.
All shredded.
I think I meant more.
I'm not embellishing anything.
That's the fact, right?
Yeah.
I meant more
I
embellishes.
do it usually now to highlight how far I've fallen.
You know, I used to work with a guy who like always was talking about how he helped little old ladies across the street and
Really?
all these great things he did, and it just grew to be a joke amongst all the coworkers about, you know, his life. Like when he wasn't around, we'd be like, "Yeah, did you hear such and such got in a fight with the mountain lion?" You know what I mean? Like all these stories just started growing and spreading around the whole location I worked at. It was hilarious.
Well, I will say, do you remember Simi Tummerville?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you remember this kid used to just, I mean, he was, now that I'm older, I realize he wasn't right in the head, considering, you know, he used to talk about, I remember in the morning, he'd be like, "All right, guys, I got hit by a car this morning." "Really? What happened?" He's like, "Well, I tripped and it ran over my head, but I was okay." Wow. And he used to tell us new shit every day, and of course we were a little, we didn't have a lot of empathy so we were like, "Oh, so what happened to you today, man?" And he'd tell us something, "I got to fight like with a mountain lion." He'll say stuff like that.
Yeah.
"Mountain lions, Marietta, yeah, they escaped from the Columbus Zoo."
Yeah.
Realizing now he wasn't.
He just wasn't right in the head, yeah.
Poor man.
And I, you know, if I knew that, what I knew now, I would probably I'd do it 50% less. I'd still do it. Okay.
Less bullying.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, you know, I think the best deeds you can do, unless you're doing it as an example for your family or an example or an inspiration, you do it anonymously.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
So sometimes, like, and this has been really only the last 10 years of my life, but before that, I was probably trying to get some social clout or social bonus points. But now I try to do something kind of anonymously. You know what I mean?
Well, and I've talked about this before, the idea of, because I direct a charitable foundation, and the idea always
Oh,
is,
really? Did? You do? No, I'm just kidding.
So, you know, the idea is, if you have to publicly acknowledge giving something to somebody, especially somebody in need, my opinion, I'm not saying I'm right, but my opinion is you kind of have to question the motivations behind it.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
You don't need to have
Exactly.
cameras and social media and all these people.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to give something, give it because you want to give it.
No, yeah, that's where I am. But like I said, there are times where I've seen it done in a way where it motivates people. Or it's like, "Hey, guy, just so you know, we are starting a charity, and for every $1 that's given, I'm giving $1."
What do you guys think?
So
about
it's just like people are like, "Oh, well, that's cool."
What do you guys think about these YouTube channels that the entire existence is based on, like
Mr. Beast
giving? Oh yeah, Mr. Beast, and there's other.
I'm all for it because
Yeah.
I mean, like whether the motivation is to give views or not give views,
right?
These people are getting helped, and sometimes it's things that like for all the tax money governments take from people, they could be, instead of funding things that I don't agree with or wars or whatever else, it could actually be helping people.
These people are getting their vision back, their hearing back.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely incredible, and I don't care if, you know, I know people were like just literally shitting on him.
Yeah.
Saying that he's doing for social clout. I don't think he is. I think he's got enough clout and he's got enough money. I think he wants to help people, and he wants to show. He wants to inspire people.
His wife said that like on the weekends, she said this in an interview that he was giving money and wasn't even recorded. He just went to the charity and just donated like $100,000.
Yeah,
without
so
it being recorded.
I think he truly wants to be a force for good, and because he's in his position, he can inspire people to do that.
Yep.
So I don't think he's like, look at me. But, you know, I do think majority of the time people do probably think like that.
There's one guy, I can't remember his name right now. It's like MD Motivator or something. He poses like is like a homeless person or somebody that's struggling financially. And the first person that comes up to him to offer help, a lot of times he'll give him like $1,000. And
that's what I want to do. I want to make enough money. I want to make enough money so like when we go out to eat and there's like a hot waitress, I'd leave $10,000 and my number.
But both are ugly.
No, they get nothing.
Nothing? Oh my God.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Help the pretty girl.
We're talking about helping people. Guess what I want? If I make enough money, if there's a hot waitress, you know what I mean?
Oh.
You guys hear my story? I've told this on the old network. So about like Zach and I, when I was in high school, we went to B-Dubs. And Zach and I ordered an order that was like 3 or 4 things for him, 3 or 4 things for me. And then this waitress, very attractive, who, you know, I was used to girls flirting with me back then. Even though they're waitresses, I was just used to it, and they weren't waitresses. So I just assumed. Well, anyways, I thought she was being very flirtatious, and I understand she's a waitress and she's trying to get a tip.
Right.
But just it was a heavy occurrence, not now at all. Except the heavy part, okay? And she brought us exactly what we ordered, but supersized everything. So we start eating it. And then half an hour later, she goes, guys, this is not what you ordered. Why'd you allow me to give it to you? I said, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it is what we ordered, except just more. She goes, yeah, they ordered the exact same thing, except more. I said, I thought you just gave it to me because I'm hot. And she said, what? I don't think you're hot. I think you're ugly.
Wait a minute. I've never heard this story before.
Yeah.
How did all the food end up on your table? So she screwed up.
She screwed up.
And then she got mad at you.
It's her fault.
For eating the food. Well, once it hits your
that's on her.
Your
domain, it's yours.
Once it hits your table, I don't even know if they could actually take it and give it to somebody else, because isn't that like kind of cross-contamination?
I think they probably have to pitch
If you start reaching into that food, they can't come and get that. It's her fault.
Yeah, I think
She
you're
was,
ugly.
she was so hypnotized by your good looks, she just gave you all
I thought it
this
was
food.
like, you know, she's just like, I'm going to help them out. Like, I don't know if I was with you recently. We were at McDonald's and we got more food. And I'm just like, in my shitty white dragon car and, you know, look like this.
I don't know
like,
if women really do that, though. That's something a man would do. Like, if a man saw a hot couple girls.
But if you're
sitting down,
really
he would-
attractive.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, that's debatable. But
Yeah.
But a guy would definitely do that. Like, I'm going to give this girl
I'm
a
saying
couple
it's
extra.
happened to me quite a few times in my life, and even now, the way I look.
Okay.
So, and I've been with my kids, and it's because Joy would be like, "Hey, let's try to get more drinks." If it doesn't work, I just go around the drive-through again and go, "Hey, you forgot our drinks."
You forgot how handsome I am.
What'd you order? This. Okay, here.
Well, you can just.
So if Trummy doesn't work, then Scam is the next.
You go through McDonald's and you say that you want more ice, and you can't give them back, so they give you another one.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's all kinds of tricks. I mean, our buddy Jeremy, he had, because you can get free refills at McDonald's. This guy, for so long, like junior year, had an old ass dirty McDonald's cup. I think. And he said, "Wait, let me go get my cup in the car," and he'd run out and get it. And that thing was falling apart. Like, what happened is, I'm pretty sure, and I was in the bathroom, and Cody was laughing. You were laughing. What happened? Like, his drink gave out in the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
It finally gave out, and it was like he was drinking, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm all wet." You know how he is,
And
right?
he went up there and said, my cup broke and got a new one.
Yeah. So it's just funny that, like, to get a free drink, he just had this old ass dirty cup. So,
gross.
No, but yeah, I don't know how we started talking about this, but yeah, Zach was with me, and he was just kind of mortified. He's like, because he just assumed the same thing. He's like, "Yeah, I thought you were you, and I got free food because of it." But apparently, that's not what happened.
She's like, "No, I think you're ugly."
No, when she said you're ugly, what did you say?
I was just looking at her, and she walked away, and that was it. And
so you guys have to pay for the extra.
No, we didn't. She had to pay the extra. I think that's what she said too.
Yeah, probably.
I can't remember. I'm sure we did. You know what I mean? I think what happened is someone came up to us after that, and they finished everything, cashing us out and stuff. And that was it. Yeah, that's what.
I never heard that story before.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah. But anyways, Matt, you guys ever watch Matlock?
Yeah.
The original one or the newest one?
So No, I don't watch it. I heard the newest one was good. Even
I
though,
watched the original one, yeah.
Yeah, so I watched the original one too because my grandma and my dad watched it. And I just, of course, being a little kid, my grandma would watch me in the daytime. I'd watch it all the time with her. Or our grandma, I should say. And then my dad watched it too when I was younger. Like, I'm talking like 5, 6, 7 years old.
Yep.
And I remember just really being into it. I wanted it because now it's on streaming somewhere.
I saw it there a few weeks ago on IPTV, which is like a streaming television service, and it was nostalgic, man. It was.
Well, it's such a well-written show.
It's a good show. It's still good, but it just brought so many memories back. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, so there's a new they gender swapped Matlock with I can't remember who. Don't do that. You can't do that face. Okay. Yeah, I know the new show they gender swapped. Who was I can't remember what was his actual name. He played the sheriff and Andy Griffith. No, Matlock is the last name.
The sheriff and Andy Griffith.
Oh, you're talking.
The sheriff and Andy Griffith was
Andy Griffith?
Okay.
I thought you were asking like a trick question.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, his name was Andy Griffith. With I can't remember her name. She's kind of a notable actress.
Angela.
I have no idea her name, but she was a lady on Titanic, who was one of the survivors, and she was like,
Jack, no.
I don't know. I can't. She was slightly heavier, and she had a lot of gravitas. No pun intended. But I heard she's amazing in it.
Oh, you're thinking of the one who would have played Andy Griffith's sister, who they lived with, Aunt Beatrice.
No, I'm talking about in the new Andy Griffith reboot.
Oh, the reboot. Okay.
The new Matlock.
The new Matlock reboot.
God damn.
we got to end this conversation.
It's over.
All right. See you guys next time. If you don't want to wait till next week, check us out on Patreon. Bye-bye.